Hey there, this is Marco. This is take number 139. Okay, maybe not quite 139, but I have done a lot of takes. So, welcome to a single man's road to a better life and retirement. If you're here to get rich quick and retire tomorrow and lose 50 pounds in 30 days, this isn't the place for you. No scams here, just a single man's road to a better life and to retirement. My name is Marco, and welcome to my channel. I'm on a journey and I'm asking you to come along with me. What am I going to talk about in this journey? Well, for one, I'm going to talk about wellness, my journey to a healthier and happier life. I'm also going to talk about my road to retirement. I hope to retire. No, I don't hope to retire. I will retire in 5 years. I'm presently 54 years old, so I hope to retire by the time I'm 59. My retirement plans. What am I going to be doing when I retire? I'm going to tell you all about it, what my plans are, how much money I'm going to need, how much time I'm going to need, and what I'm planning to do. I'm also going to discuss my financial situation. I have debts, I have assets, I don't have enough assets, but we're going to work on that. And again, come with me in my journey and see how that all works out. I'm also going to discuss my income plans, what I'm making now, what I hope to be making in the future, and we'll come up with some side hustles. I'll tell you what works and what doesn't work, at least know what works and doesn't work for me. I'm also going to talk about my possessions. In my 54 years, I've gotten a lot of possessions, and I like to really get rid of some and thin things out, so we'll discuss how that's going to work. I'm not quite sure I'm ready to be a minimalist, but I definitely want to reduce what I have. I'm also going to discuss my opinions on life and many other things. Again, in 54 years, I've developed a lot of opinions. I hope not to offend anybody, but again, they're just my opinions. You're welcome to have the same one, or you're welcome to disagree with me. I'm also going to give you some advice for a better life and how I've started to live a better life with less stress. And finally, I'm going to share with you some of my stories, some of my successes, some of my failures, some of my happy stories, some of my sad stories. A big part of my new life is I believe in complimenting people. I think we could all make the world a better place if we all complimented someone. So I try to compliment somebody every day. It doesn't cost me anything. And you know what? They usually appreciate it, and chances are it brightens their day, it brightens my day, and the person I complimented usually compliments somebody else. And again, they pay it forward. Okay, so my plans are I'm going to pop up on here twice a week, share with you where I am, how things are going. I'll discuss in detail all my topics, and I'd really appreciate it if you would follow me. The more followers I have, the more I can spread the message, spread the love. And also, if you like today's video, please click on the like button. I know everybody asks you that, but it does make a difference. I would appreciate a like, and I'd love a follow. Thank you so much. Okay, now let's talk about me. First, a little warning. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a financial consultant. I'm not a dietitian. I'm just a plain old guy. Well, hopefully not that old, but I'm just a plain person. So whatever advice I'm giving you, please take it with a grain of salt. I'm just telling you what I've done and what's worked and what hasn't worked for me. As for my personal information, I am 54 years old. I'm single. I'm content to be single. I've been in relationships. Will I be in a relationship again one day? I sure hope so, but if it doesn't, I'm okay with that too. Right now, I'm focusing on my life and my future, and I'll be honest, I own my own business, so I don't have a lot of time to put into a relationship. Relationships are a lot of work, and I have no problem with that. Just right now, I don't have the time to put all that effort into a relationship. I'm focusing on improving myself and planning for my future. I am the stepfather to a young man. I'm also a papa to 3 fur baby rescues. I have a German Shepherd and 2 cats. I'm also, as you can see, I'm a little bit overweight. I am living with type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure, but I'm working on those. And again, part of my journey is to lose some of this weight, and maybe we can improve the diabetes and blood pressure. As I mentioned just a moment ago, I do own my own small business. It is going on 7 years now. As you know, we had that global funness just last year or so. That put a big dent in things, so I am slowly recovering from that, and my business is slowly recovering and improving. We're not quite at pre-COVID numbers, but hopefully we will be soon. I rent my home, and my bank and I own my car. My car is almost paid off. It is the last car I plan on buying for a while until after I retire. Actually, when I retire, I plan on moving, and where I'm moving to, I don't intend on buying a car. So, short of any accidents happening, this will be my last vehicle. I have too much stuff. Like I said before, I want to thin out my possessions. Part of it has to do with when I retire, I want to move, and when I move, I don't want to take 3 truckloads of things to my new home. So follow along with me. I'll show you what I'm getting rid of, or at least tell you what I'm getting rid of and how I'm getting rid of it. And hopefully getting rid of some of it will help me out in the long run. One of my biggest loves is I love to travel. So I will discuss with you where I want to travel to when I retire. I do plan on doing some more traveling before I retire, but big part of getting ready for retirement is saving money. So if I do travel, it's going to be cheaply, and hopefully once I do retire, again where I'm moving to, I'll be able to do a lot of traveling from there on out. So why did I make this channel? Well, going on YouTube, I've noticed a lot of people talking about retirement are already retired. So I'm not yet retired, and I'm building up to retirement, and hopefully together we can learn from my mistakes and my successes to figure out what I can do properly so I'll have the right funds when I do retire. The other part of it is a lot of the people talking about retirement are always talking about couples retiring. Well, when you have 2 people putting in 2 incomes, they can save up things a lot faster, and it's just easier for 2 people to save up money to retire. Also, costs are different between a single person and 2 people. Things like food, sure, you pay less as a single person, but things like rent, you really don't pay a lot less rent when it's 2 people or 1 person. So again, I will show you all my costs, where I'm getting these numbers from and what I'm planning on, and so I can figure out how much exactly I'll need to retire. Okay. One of the things about retirement, which you may find a little morbid, is you really need to figure out your mortality. How long do you think you're going to live? I mean, there's no point in saving up millions and millions of dollars. Not that I have millions and millions of dollars, but if you're not going to live that long into retirement, why not retire earlier? Save less money, retire earlier if you don't think you're going to live that long. Now, I mean, everyone doesn't intend to die early, but when you have to look at your history, you have to look at your health. For me personally, I don't have the best health, but I have decent. I think I eat properly. The weight is coming off, and I'm hopefully going to lose some more weight over the next 5 years so that I'm in a better position when I do retire. But I looked at history, family history. On my mom's side, there's a lot of cancer. Big fear of mine my entire life. My mom passed away from cancer in her 60s. Her younger sister, passed away even earlier. My mom's first 2 sons also passed away from cancer. Now, all those cancers were unrelated. So I do go to the doctor regularly. He checks me out, do lots of tests. So far, cancer-free, knock on wood. I hope to stay that way. But that is something that's in my genes, I believe, and I do need to keep an eye on that. Now, my dad's side, my dad came from a big family, heart disease, lots of heart problems. All my dad's brothers and sisters, almost all of them, died with heart-related illnesses. Even my dad, he had heart operations more than once, had at least 1 heart attack, he had a couple stents put in. My dad did make it to his 80s, but probably from 80 on, he was really struggling. So I figure at least that I can live to what my dad lived to, so I'm going to put my mortality, I figure I can make it to at least 85. So, and again, similar to my dad, I think by the time I hit 75 or 80, I'm probably going to really, really dial down my life. and not be doing as much traveling and doing a lot more relaxing in that time and just lots of local sightseeing. But I do think I think I'll make it to 85, and that's what I'm planning on my finances to make it to 85. Now I'm not planning to be broke at 85, but I know that from 85 on, if I do make it past that I will have less money, but I think I'll have a lot less expenses as well. I think that's most of what I want to tell you about today. So I do hope you come back, give me another view, and I will share with you what I'm working on, where I am financially, where I am physically, what my plans are, and then, like I said as well, hopefully share with you some good stories. I have lots of good stories. I've had lots of good experiences in my life. I've had some bad experiences in my life, but I'll share with you as well, just so you get to know me a little bit more, and hopefully we get some words of encouragement out there. I think I think you people will all hold me accountable. So some days I run out of motivation, and I think this will help get me motivated to achieve my goals. Thank you all for stopping in today. Like I said, I'm going to try to do this twice a week. So please feel free to follow me, like today's video. And until the next time I see you, and next time you see me, I will say goodbye for now, or as the Germans say, tschüss. Thank you so much. Have a great day.